Platano here, and welcome back to another Webisode. So yes, that's what we're gonna be going with from now on. Is going back to webisodes. Like I said before in the previous episode, I don't know if that's what people still use nowadays, but I don't care. We're going retro with this. We're gonna keep using the webisodes, and we're gonna go from there. I don't know which one to start with because, like I've said, I've done so many. My old videos, some I mentioned webisodes, and then after that, some episodes I didn't mention anymore, and it's called episodes. So I guess we're gonna start over again, and we go with webisode one. I'm guessing, well, webisode two now. Or maybe I'm just gonna go back to my videos and check which one I last had webisodes in, and then we'll go from there. But anyways, so next topic, well, today's topic, I should say, is on another old video that I've done back in 2011. I'm looking at it right now on my laptop because I'm going over my old videos to do part twos on certain ones I want to talk about. And this one is on why gay relationships never last. You know, I have my little cards here I usually keep. I haven't done this in a while, so whatever topics I have or whatever topics anybody wants me to talk about, I'll have on here, for those that still even watch the video, I have many subscribers, but I feel like a lot of them have, have left, or those accounts have deactivated or whatever because I haven't been active often. So a lot of them have left, or a lot of them, like I said, are gone or whatever, or deleted. I don't know. But I'm trying to get, of course, these subscribers back and get these comments back up, get my views back up like how it used to be back then, and we're gonna go from there. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna have all my stuff on here, like I've said, and whatever topics you guys want me to talk about, I'll be talking about. So yeah, and so with why gay relationships never last, part two, and like I said, 2011 I talked about this, and I'm gonna say it again in 2021 now, and that is, you know why? Because of course the majority of gay guys out there are whores. Said it already, said it back then, saying it again, and it's true because especially like on these like I've said before in my previous episode, Grind and all these places, like if you're really gonna be using those apps, especially those free dating apps, to really try to find somebody, especially when those are hookup websites, well, hookup apps, websites, whatever if that's what you're really looking for, like using, you already know you're not gonna be finding nobody that's like like faithful and really like looking for a long-term commitment, and marriage and all that stuff, having a family, all that stuff. You're not gonna really find that on Grind, honestly, and on Jacked. I've been on there like years ago, and I used to always use it. There was many people always messaging me because they read my description and like, you're not gonna find that here. You're not gonna find that on the hookup site. A lot of people always told me that, and it's true. I haven't found anybody on there. I had to move over to social media and use that as like a online dating thing, and that has helped a lot much better than using these stuff. And I feel like with those apps, they're only gonna be for hookups. For those that's trying to go out there, like like how I used to back then, and all for those people that's still on it, like that's trying to look for it, like how I have. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, because it's a hookup site. It's a hookup site apps, and that's what these people is gonna be looking for. And majority, like I've said before, a lot of people on these apps, is gonna be there's feminine guys, a lot of them are feminine, or there's bottoms and stuff like that. And I feel like, to me, I said this already in my old videos a long time ago, and I feel like those are the ones that always looking to whore around. If it's not them, of course is the bi people, because they just go after whatever, and that's the ones also to look out for too. So those two specifically, I would say, and and that's all you see on these hookup sites, I mean, here and there, you'll see, of course, bi people, of course they're gonna be on there because if there's a majority looking for hookups, they'll be on there, and they'll be on like straight apps as well or whatever, look females and all that crap, so never understood that, and my thoughts on buys, by the way, haven't changed. Maybe one day I can do a video on that, updated video on that one, because that one, of course, had a lot of backlash back then. But like these people, they're not gonna be looking for that stuff on Grindr, on Jack, all of this stuff. There's one I actually just remember, this popped in my head. It was if anybody remembered Adam for Adam, that website. I don't know if it's still around, honestly. That gay dating app, that used to be the number one. Everyone was using it. I used to use that one a lot. I actually thought that one was a little bit more decent, honestly, a little bit more decent than Grindr. But then Grindr, I guess, took over being number one, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if Adam for Adam is still around, but we used to call it A for A. I don't know. Not sure if anybody knows about it, or like those people from, of course, the old school that remembers that, or like anybody now that remembers that, if it's still a thing. But yeah, so all those websites and apps, it's not gonna be for you to find a relationship, especially if you're looking to settle down. You're looking to have something, some commitment, and fall in love and all that other stuff. You're not gonna find it there, because I've tried, and It's not gonna happen. It's like find it's like finding a needle in a haystack. You know, it's like trying to find a diamond. You know, it's not good. It's just not there. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's probably like the 1% out there that have probably found somebody on these apps, and you know, and they found somebody that they're with right now currently. Then you know it's great for you. You know, kudos to you that you actually found somebody. You know, that you've been with for that long. But it's hard. It's really hard. If you really want to try, you know, try your luck at it, but yeah, you're not gonna really find anything on there, you know. And if you do, it's gonna be a long time. You're gonna have to live on that, on those apps. You have to live on it like if it's social media. You have to be on that crap every day before you can find anybody, you know, that's looking for what you're looking for. And also, not only that, you gotta then if you find somebody who's just looking for what you're looking for, you gotta make sure that person is your type, you know, like, and if that's really them, you know, if it is your type in the pictures, you gotta make sure it's really that person, you know. You gotta talk to them more. You gotta use the video call, and like I've said in my previous episode, talk with these people, video chat, and all that stuff, and see what they're about, and all that good stuff. But you're not really gonna find that, and that's why I think that's number one with the gay relationship of that, because of course people are looking on hookup sites for those people. You're not gonna find the, you know, the right one on these stuff, and you know, and like I said, it's only gonna be like 1%, the 1% out there that does. I feel like if you're really gonna be using online dating apps to really find somebody to have a good gay, you know, to have a gay relationship, like a gay relationship, you know, like a really like real true gay relationship, as to say. Sorry, I messed up my words here. Sorry if you hear like a helicopter outside, but yeah, you gotta use ones that you pay for. I just feel like those are the best ones. Like, was it eHarmony? I know I mentioned that one years ago. Well, that's still around. Um, I think there's one called Match something. Match.com, is it? Something like that. Yeah, I think that's the one. But they have so many. They have so many of like the old ones that you know has been around for a long time. They're still there, and then they have plenty of new ones too. And those, if you're paying for it, of course you're gonna find the right person on there that's really looking for something serious that you're looking for. Because who's really gonna pay for that to just hook up? You know, that doesn't make any sense. Of course, if they're paying for it, that means they're gonna be serious. They're gonna be serious. They're gonna be looking for what you're looking for, and they're gonna want, you know, that real, you know, true relationship, you know, and to settle down and all that stuff. So if you want to use that stuff, go with the ones that you have to pay for. You know, don't be cheap. You know, just go and pay for those. I know they usually have like some good deals for like a year or yearly service or something. You can maybe get like 3 months for like what, $15 or something like that, $20, whatever. I mean, that's kind of pricey, of course, but I mean, hey, for 3 months, hey, you know, you spend that $20, you better hope you're using it for those 3 months. You're utilizing it as well, and you find somebody within those 3 months. I'm pretty sure you will, you know. But you know, for you know what I think with, you know, that's what I feel with that is that's with the gay relationship why it never lasts is because, you know, of course using, you know, hookup sites to find them is not you know, not number one. That's not the right thing to do. And like I've said, in the gay community already, there's like majority of them are whores. And you know, like I said before, if it's mainly like the ones that you find like the like feminine ones, or like the feminine bottoms, I would say, and like buys, you already know those two, of course, is gonna be an issue with that, you know. So, but hey, if you want to have your chances with that, that's on you. But I feel like that's why it's never gonna last. That's why it never gonna last, because a lot of them are like that. You know, they're all whores and they all want to just hook up and stuff like that. And even if they're with you for a while, they'll find somebody else maybe at, I don't know, wherever they like to get together at, and they'll just like start mingling with people there, and then they'll find some idea to hook up with, or they'll be on the side, you know, like hiding it, and they'll be on these apps saying that they're in an open relationship and stuff, and you know, messing around while they're with you. I've seen that many of times when I used to use those apps. You know, seen that plenty of times. And another thing is what I forgot to mention also why they don't last, because the majority of, you know, the gay community love to do clubs, you know, and party and all that stuff. They love to get, you know, have, you know, big get-togethers with tons of people. You know, that's where they find you find more guys at and they mess around with and stuff like that. So if you're really into people that likes to do that stuff, like this rowdy type and party and stuff, then yeah, yeah, that's a risky situation there, you know. And with me, like I'm more like, you know, picky with who I'm looking, like the type of guys that I like, and you know, what I'm looking for, and like that. I'm more strict with it, and I don't want people like that, you know, in the club scene and things like that, because I feel like that's the worst ones, honestly. The ones that like to get drunk and, you know, things like that, and they're just like, you know, like all over the place. That's not my type, you know, because those majority of the time, I'm not gonna really judge all of them, but majority of the time, they're not looking for what you're looking for. And if you do find one of them that you're dating, that you're with, or you know, in a relationship with, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. It's gonna end. It's gonna end sooner or later. You know, it's not gonna be something that's gonna last for a long time. So yeah, so just make sure if you're talking with one of those people, you know, that's like the rowdy type or whatever, you know, that's out there, then just know what you're getting into, you know. And yeah, that's that's pretty much it. That's all I can talk about. Didn't really want it to have be a long video about it in detail because well, more details because there isn't much details left, you know, to really explain about that. It's like everyone should know that by now, like why these gay relationships don't last, and that's the reason why. You know, that's it. That's just the things I believe that it doesn't. I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree on that. There could be some more out there, but like I've said, you know, be careful with the rowdy type because yeah, those people that's always out there because that's the ones that's always gonna be, you know, mingling with other people. They're probably gonna find other people that's gonna want them, and you know, push themselves on them, or they're gonna be the ones that push themselves on that person, and then you know, of course, that's what's gonna ruin the relationship. So you gotta be careful with people like that, and that's why I'm very careful with that. So and I think that's it. If I'm missing anything else, uh, yeah, I think that's my good points on. I think that's my good points on everything. I believe, and I'm sure you guys can, you know, agree with that. And hey, maybe you can take some of this advice, especially like I said, with using these free gay dating apps, hookups. I should say hookup apps, not even dating apps, but we're using these free apps. You know, you make sure you know what you're getting into and stuff. But I feel like paying for specific apps is much better than the free ones because you're bound to find somebody if you're paying for it. You know, they're paying for it, you're paying for it. So of course, if you're paying for it and you're serious, that person on the other side is paying for it, is serious as well, and they're looking for what, you know, you're looking for. And that's what I have to say with that. And also, you know, just make sure you know you get into with the personality and everything like that, like I've said. And yeah, just, you know, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, and also with the one that you're with, be careful with them with you know, I say with so many times, but be careful with them using social media and all that stuff because I think that's another way that, you know, that's what happens with cheating. That's when like a lot of breakups happen because, you know, a lot of these people are always on Facebook or Instagram and stuff, and you know, they always like posting their pictures or they like posting like nice body pictures of their shirt off and stuff. What do you think's gonna happen? A lot of people's gonna flock to them and want to talk to them. So, and they're probably gonna want to talk to that person too. Or maybe they're doing it because they want to find somebody else, and you know, they want to get rid of you. So, you know, be careful of that as well with the social media stuff. You know, like whoever you're with, and if they're always on it and doing those type of like posting pictures often like that, then you gotta be careful of that too. Yeah, I'm really like iffy with that as well. And I think that's about it. I think I covered all the points, the main points. I don't think there's anything I really left out. But if I did, you know, you feel free to let me know in the comments. We can always talk about it in the comments. You know, I miss doing that, where I had like chats with people who talked about many different things, many different topics and stuff in my old videos years ago. Even videos like I've said before that I have done years ago, still getting comments to this day. You know, some of them I ignore because of course it's like all this, you know, hating on me for certain things I said about the I Hate Potheads video and things like that. If you guys want to check that out, I did a part 2 on that, by the way. But and that's about it. So, you know, I don't mind having you know, like friendly like debates and stuff in the comments and talk about it more or anything like that. And you know, don't forget, of course, like, you know, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, this webisode. I gotta get used to it. You guys enjoyed this webisode. I've been Platano, and I'll see you all later. Take care.